warrior with the hand. That's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best to be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my bank, loyalty in my way. Take back his early breath. Plus revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. And I ain't never lukewarm. Shit, I blazing in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I feed. Now been walking with them angels. So I guess I got this pistol for no reason. Niggas barely breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas begging facts off. Better bear witness, I'm back off. I be ripping shit like sex off. Dumb dogs all boxed out. YAHANNA say I cup full. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This roll hard, but I intend to stay. And if it ain't UPK, then they in the way. My niggas righteous. They real, they down to something. Flow so deep, they drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah, bro, this the home. And I don't hate them brothers, I'm just too loyal to my own. Plus what they believe, hard for me to follow. No rank me, no head. And I ain't leaving this body to live and sleep it hollow. So when they ask I'm UPK, we tell them absolutely. And I ain't trimming my ways for nothing. Gotta execute me. I can never die with my tail tucked between my legs. Shit, I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and Alana, she's so beautiful, but they ain't like other babies, and they daddy far from usual. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. It ain't about the shit I used to do in that 98 Navy. You can't never see without wisdom, this world makes you weak. I found out that the truth was bitter. The lies are sweet, tried everything. I guess me and YAHANNA had to meet. Now I make the blind see, and I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day that they lie with a man. They better bring me bloody bed sheets. Chaos match the time. This clock match my handpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house. Gonna take a check. 144 in this black trench on some hitman shit. She call me 47. Praying for Armageddon. Me and my soldiers dressed for the wedding. Fuck the fame. Ask why tell them I'm loyal to the king. Until the righteous bread. Loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king. The devils can't have me. I'm loyal to the king. Bring the hot. Bring you say loyal to the king. Until the righteous bread. Loyal to the king. I want that straight lane to break the chain. Loyal to the king.
Shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm Commander General YAHANNA. You with Priest and Officer YAHANNA. This is the I.S.U.P.K Wednesday law class coming to you live. And we got some stuff to talk about today, man. You know what I'm saying? I know there's been a lot of stuff, you know, trending on the internet and social media, so forth, and you know what I'm saying. And I figured, you know, we take the time to address some of these things, man, because you know it's a lot of stuff plaguing the Black community. You know what I'm saying, and it's really only one solution to the problems. You know what I mean? What we got to understand is for you Negro, Hispanic, and Native American, we all have a common enemy, and each other is not it. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand that. Like what I notice, in the Black community, we love to point out our problems. Like not saying, okay, for instance, we love to vilify our own people and love to drag them through the mud and love to, you know, well, what about this and this and that, and you know, instead of going to the source of the issues. Like with every issue, you know what I'm saying, it's always best to go to the source to cut it out. That's how you get rid of it. You got to go to the source. You can't go, okay, like for example, like electrical problem. If you got an electrical issue, guess what? The electrician is gonna come in and he's gonna try to find the source of whatever the issue is. He's not gonna be just cutting off wires just because this wire seems bad or this wire. If there's no problem in the connection now, they're not gonna mess with that. They're gonna go to the source of the problem, cut that out, fix it, and then from there, no more problems. So that's what we need to do in the Black community. Instead of looking at our own people, for example, we selling drugs. Like not, these things gonna get addressed. I.S.U.P.K address these things all the time. They must be addressed, but we must first understand the source. You know what I'm saying? Like selling dope in the community. Yeah, selling dope in the community is that you selling dope to your people. You know what I'm saying? You are destroying your people. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, that is wicked. It's against the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? You out here selling dope to your people, but guess what? It's not going to stop until we understand the source of it and how to. Now, a lot of people say, okay, well, we know the source. The source is the white man. No sweat. We do understand that the dope come from the white man. The guns come from the white man. Well, guess what? Yeah, you can't wipe the white man off the planet because guess what? The vengeance is the Lord's. You understand what I'm saying? He said, vengeance is ours, said the Lord. So we are not here to try to wipe the white man off the planet. But guess what we can do? We can separate from the white man. We don't have to be friends with Matt and Alan at work. You know what I'm saying? You could be cordial, but you ain't got to be friends. What do you and Matt and Alan have in common? You have nothing in common. You understand what I'm saying? They are slave masters. You're a slave. It's that simple. Are they children of slave masters? You children of slave and still a slave. You understand? That's the only connection. I know y'all seen the movie. What's that movie with Nat Turner that just came out probably a few years ago or so? Birth of a Nation. You understand what I'm saying? Well, this brother grew up on the plantation with the white boy. He was a slave. The white boy was the son of the slave owner. But guess what? When they became grown, he just became a grown slave, and the white boy became the slave master. The father passed down the plantation to the son. So yeah, they kids. And as kids, they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? As kids, you got Nat Turner as a kid. He playing with the white boy, you know what I'm saying? He don't know no better. But guess what? They grow up. They was like kind of like friends growing up. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing is, the white boy grew up to inherit the plantation from the father. Nat Turner grew up to be a slave. You know, it's like he grew up to be that particular slave master, the son that inherited the plantation. He grew up to be his slave. You understand? And that's what we got to understand. Like, we need to understand the root of the problem. It's the only way we're going to really find a solution. So, for example, you know what I'm saying? I said that to bring out the R. Kelly situation. Not just the R. Kelly situation, but any type of situation regarding our people in vile situations. Everybody on earth know R. Kelly has a sexual deviancy problem. Everybody knows this. It's not something that is hidden from the world. You understand? But what we must understand is the white man been raping and being a pedophile and robbing and murdering since the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? Like, who invented this stuff? Who is the creator of these wicked things? You understand? So if we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, be out here focusing on trying, like anytime it's a black man, oh, he getting dragged through the mud. It's gonna be viral. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But what about all these white politicians in office? What about the Catholic churches, the Christian churches as well? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no stranger in the home, in the Christian churches. We got to address these things. You know what I'm saying? But we first must address the source. We got to understand that we have one common enemy who has embedded these different principles on our people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we're going to understand. Like, the world has brainwashed you into living like America's society. America has brainwashed you to living in today's society or wherever you are in the world. But it's the white man that has brainwashed you to live in the society that they want you to live in, live the way they want you to live. What we must do is re-brainwash ourselves into understanding this truth. You come into this truth, you ain't gonna have to worry about your child being molested. You ain't gonna have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, pedophiles in the community. If everybody in the community was in the truth, guess what? You ain't gonna have to worry about none of that. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? We gotta address the source. Black on black crime. You know, black on black killing each other. Yeah, you could talk about your fellow brother killing your brother all day long, but if you're not addressing the source, which what we do in the I.S.U.P.K all the time, and understand that the white man put the guns in the community, you know what I'm saying? If we're not addressing that, then how you gonna fix your lips to try to address the black on black crime? You must first address the white man, which is the enemy who has put these guns and drugs in the community that have our folks fighting each other like that. Put us in these inhumane conditions in the ghettos and poverty of America and expect us not to, you know what I'm saying, act in a certain manner. That's just like you lock a dog up in the cage and you tell a dog, don't shit in the cage. You're going to be gone for 2 weeks on vacation. Don't shit in this cage. But guess what? When you come back, dog and shit it all over the cage. You understand? Why is that? Because it ain't got no other choice. So it's no different from confining our people to a certain situation and oppression, then giving us the tools necessary to hurt each other and commit violent acts against each other and expect us not to do it, then lock us up in cages for doing it. You understand what I'm saying? They put the dope in the community and lock you up for doing it. They put the marijuana in the community and then lock you up for doing it and then turn around and legalize it. Like now you got that on your record though. Now you got possession of marijuana case on your record. Now it's all legal. Now they not even locking you up. Like in some states, they ain't even gonna waste their time locking you up for it. You understand what I'm saying? Some cases you could just flat out smoke it. But that go to show you, you know what I'm saying? That's a punishment for the Most High, from the Most High anyway. Because you shouldn't be smoking no marijuana and smoking anything anyway. You understand? We got to understand, man, we have certain rules, laws, like outside of this, these laws of this land that trump the laws of the land that we must follow. That don't mean don't follow the laws of the land, but guess what? God laws come first. So just because it's in America law to say you can get married to be a homosexual, are you gonna go do it? Why are we not gonna do it? It's against the law and it's violent and disgusting. You understand what I'm saying? It's against the Most High. So with that being said, we need to understand that the white man is the enemy, and the only way we gonna be able to fight this enemy in his kingdom is that we come together, man. We come together and we follow our laws. We ain't gonna have to worry about you. If you follow the Bible is the only book that has not only our culture, our laws, our structure, our life, but it also has it is the moral compass that we live by that prevents any of the violent, disgusting acts that you see that, you know, like pedophilia and things that, you know what I'm saying, R. Kelly's being accused for, anything that, if any of our black people been accused of, you know what I'm saying, or done. You understand? Like, this is the only book that's going, if you follow this book, it's the only book that's going to stop it. It's going to bring black people together if you follow this book. We're going to be on one accord. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need to understand. And a lot of our people feel like this Bible is a white man's book and the white man wrote this and that. They try to use King James, not even knowing, even understanding that King James was a black man. You understand? But even outside of that, when they find out he a black man, then they try to say, well, he was a homosexual. Well, if he's a homosexual, then why would he even be a part of a translation or authorize a translation that pretty much cuts any homosexuality? Says it's an abomination. I mean, if I'm a crackhead and this book is talking about don't do crack, you know what I'm saying, and I'm trying to push the crack agenda on everybody, guess what? I'm not finna put this book out because this book is going against everything that, you know, I'm trying to push as an agenda. So that lets you know King James wasn't a homosexual. You understand? Another thing is they try to say that, well, this is the white man book. The white man took the book and did some stuff with it. That may be true. You got certain translations that don't even have certain scriptures in it. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we deal with the 1611 King James. We deal with the King James version, preferably the 1611 King James, because it still has what you call the Apocrypha in it. If you don't have the 1611, you can just get a regular King James and just get the Apocrypha separate. You know what I'm saying? Apocrypha was in the 1611 on back. You understand? These books that's in the Apocrypha right here was in the 1611 version and on back. Anything from 1611 on back. After 1611 is when they removed the books. So that's why we deal with that version. Because if they got to remove it, that means they let you know that that's, you know what I'm saying? That's part of our doctrine. And it is authorized. So we got to understand, man, this ain't a white man book. You know what I'm saying? Now, the white man, what the white man did, going back to the movie Birth of a Nation, the white man used to take the I guess the house nigga, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Take the house nigga, teach him to read or whatnot, or you know, see that if he could read or whatnot, and if he can display this, you know, ability to read, they'll have the house nigga go, certain house niggas, maybe not all of them, but the obedient ones, the ones that was gonna listen to the master. Because you had certain slaves on the plantation that was extremely rebellious. You know what I'm saying? Like, against all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to listen to you. You just gonna have to whip me every day, whatever. I ain't doing nothing you say. And them be, you know what I'm saying? Some of them was like the strongest slaves. Like, they needed them to do the work. They needed them to submit. So what they would do is get the house nigga that would read. They had certain Bibles, you know what I'm saying? Where in most cases, most of the stuff was already taken out. You know, all the stuff that is gonna basically show your revolution in the Bible, they taking that out. And then they just teach you about the stuff that they want you to teach to the other slaves, basically to submit and use God as, you know, use the Most High as a in this Bible as a tool of submission for the slave masters. You know what I'm saying? But what they got to understand is we have the ability to read the Bible for ourselves now in its entirety. We have the ability to learn the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You come into the I.S.U.P.K on the Commander General YAHANNA, we'll teach you the Bible. We have classes now. You know what I'm saying? You can't get around it now. So there's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? For those that sitting at home talking about, oh, that's a white man book. That's a white man book. All you gotta do is come to class. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. If it's like you are preventing yourself from learning by sitting back saying, no, that's a white man book. I don't want to learn it. That's just an excuse for you to do wickedness, man. That's just an excuse because you don't want to learn the Bible. Because you know that if you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what's gonna happen to you. Right. So instead of facing it, you rather just say, nah, that's just a white man book. I'm gonna do me. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. They say that it's a white man book, but then yet Sundays they go to church.
Right. You know what I'm saying? The same people that be talking about, well, it's a white man book. They, you know what I'm saying? And to be fair, you know what I'm saying? A lot of our people that say it's a white man book don't necessarily be going to church or deal with the church, but they have, like, they grew up in it, at least, you know what I'm saying? As kids, like, grandma had them in church. I know grandma had me in church, you know what I'm saying? Whether I wanted to go or not. You know what I mean? I knew it was the reason why I used to fall asleep on the back row. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was nonsense that the preacher was talking, but, you know, Most High in Christ for that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the point is, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Most of them grew up in the church, or they know about it. They you know of it. It's a Bible in your house. You grew up with a Bible in your house. Whether you read, you know, your grandma read it to you now, that's a different story. You know, but the point is, now you have an opportunity to learn that, like, it's no excuses for you now. You living in a time right now where you didn't hear, I.S.U.P.K has been around since 1969. You can't tell me that you ain't heard the truth. Like, and if you ain't heard it, you have an opportunity to hear it. It's all throughout the airwaves now. Barakatah Yahweh shot for that. You know what I'm saying? It's all throughout the airwaves now. You ain't got no excuse. You turn on YouTube, you're gonna see some Negroes in all black, some Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans in all black, you know what I'm saying I.S.U.P.K on the Commander General YAHANNA since 1969. And that's what you need to listen to. You know what I'm saying? But today I actually went over this subject before, like most of my subjects. I'm going over a lot of my classes again because, like I said, we have some new students out here since we had the official building. Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh shot for that. You know what I'm saying? We got the official building, so I kind of want to go back over some of these classes that I've already brought out because new students and new we learning and whatnot. Before I do that, I did have a couple of questions. I'm gonna check to see online. Did anybody got the Facebook pulled up? See if there's any questions that I could possibly answer. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple of questions that was presented with me offline. I'm gonna go over them. If there's a couple of questions online, let me know. We'll see if I'll see if I could take them. Give me a second. I don't believe it is. All right, so let me go to the questions that I was presented with offline real quick, and then I'm gonna get into the lesson. Let me see. Give me Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha 3:23. This is actually a very good scripture. They need a breakdown of that. And then somebody else give me, if you could, Ron, give me Matthew 7:12. So these two separate breakdowns, I'm gonna just hold that, and then you can follow along with this Ecclesiasticus breakdown I'm gonna give. I'm gonna go through Ecclesiasticus first. This is one of my favorite scriptures right here, because us Negroes, this cuts us Israelites for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying, especially us Negroes. 23. Give me a second. Chapter 3, verse 23, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, verse 23.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha, chapter 3, verse 23. Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand.
All right, stop right there. We're going to read 24 too, but stop right there. It says, be not curious in unnecessary matters, for it says, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. So what do you think? What y'all think that's talking about? It's pretty direct, but what y'all think that's talking about? Go ahead, Yeshai.
I think it's meaning like don't be curious to something that don't pertain to you, like somebody else's business.
Right, like unnecessary matters would be vain, like vain matters. It don't have there's no reason, you know what I'm saying? It's pointless. Be not curious in unnecessary matters. It ain't got, like, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like one of the unwritten rules of the Black community. Just mind your business. And if it's dealing with unnecessary matters, you understand what I'm saying? Be not curious in unnecessary matters. Like, if it ain't no point to the issue, it ain't no reason why you should be curious in that matter, then don't do it. It's unnecessary. Read 24. And then it says, for many things are showed unto men that you don't understand. So it may be something that you think you know. You see something you wanna comment on, or you think you know something, but just because it's revealed to you in a certain way don't mean it means what you think it means. You understand what I'm saying? Many things are showed to us that we don't even understand. So it's best to just sit back and if it ain't pertaining to you, for example, troopers on Facebook, you're not supposed to be teaching. You know what I'm saying? Now this is a general. I'm just making a general statement. In general, you're not supposed to be teaching. When I was a trooper, I couldn't teach on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So if you see a matter that somebody's at, for example, now you could sharpen your sword by paying attention, sitting back and observing and watching how officer, dissect the situation. You know what I'm saying? But don't put yourself in the, don't try to, you know what I'm saying, make yourself seem like you know something just because you come into class. You it's a reason why troopers can't teach. Just like there's law and statutes for everything. It's a reason, it's a rule in the school that troopers can't teach, because obviously maybe at some point troopers was doing too much. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It could have been before me. Troopers may have been doing too much, and you're not teaching the right doctrine. You're not ordained to teach. You're not a priest and prophet of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? So be not curious in unnecessary matters. If you know you can't teach, don't try to teach. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read verse 24. Then I'm gonna give another scenario.
Come. Verse 24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment.
It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. What does that mean?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
That they're fooled by their own thoughts, their own opinions.
Okay. Well, we know what deceive means. I got you. We know what deceive means, but it says vain opinion, right? So what does that mean? I'm still with the brother.
Opinion that means nothing.
Means nothing. Your opinion means nothing. Don't be deceived by that. Don't think your opinion matter when it don't. Many are deceived by that. You think, what you got to say means something. Yeah, this whole way. I got a voice in this. When your opinion does not matter. You understand? Any one of y'all want to add to that or ask? You had a question? That pretty much answers it. So it says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. That's exactly what it means. You know what I'm saying? Your opinion don't mean nothing. And then keep reading.
Verse 25.
No. Go back up at the opinion.
And an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment.
What y'all think that's talking about? We know what we could pertain this to. Go ahead, Ron.
I can say in a aspect of a man and a woman arguing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dude could be arguing that his rib was doing something foul, but for us not knowing what it is, we can try to hop into a situation because he's checking his rib righteously. But, you know, because of our suspicion, we like, nah, you coming at us sideways, you need to chill out.
Right.
And really and truthfully, he's doing his job, and we should have stayed out of there because that had nothing to do with it.
Right. You could definitely use that in that situation. Like in the world, you know, when you see two couples arguing and then you want to be Captain Saver, you know what I'm saying? And you jump in the middle of it, and you got to understand that, not saying that now, if you just see a man just plain out beating on this woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, obviously I would make a couple phone calls, you know what I'm saying, to the head. Like, if you're in this truth, that's different. You're gonna follow protocol and handle that situation. But in the world, if you see a man just beating on the woman, you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna intervene. You may not just come straight, like, it depends on the situation, you know what I'm saying? I can't really speak on it because it's a sensitive matter. But, you know, women gonna have their opinion on it. But I personally ain't gonna say I'm just gonna jump right into it and just beat up straight beating up old dude. I'm definitely gonna intervene and like prevent him from further causing harm to her. But you know what I'm saying, as far as like me putting myself in a situation where I can go to jail or, you know, get seriously hurt, of course I wouldn't, you know, go that far. You know, so I talk to the brother, look, y'all tipping, you know what I'm saying? But in the truth, I'm gonna make a couple phone calls to my superior, like, what should I do in this situation? Before I do anything. You know what I'm saying? You follow protocol, you make the phone call. I don't care how long it takes for you to answer, because think about it. If you wasn't there, it'll be going on anyway. So take that little, you know, couple minutes that it needs to be taken to call, you know, like in Houston, call Sayatazak and ask him, sir, I see this going down. What should I do, sir? You know what I'm saying? It don't take nothing to do that. Put your pride aside. You have something you want to say?
And it also goes along with Salaki, sir, when it says that an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment.
Right.
You know, the brother or sisters going through, they testing their trials because they've done something wrong, and we help them, and we really hinder them from dealing with the judgment that has been put.
Damn right. That is true. That is extremely true. You understand? You cannot stop. Like, for one, you wouldn't be able to stop it anyway. but then you putting yourself in a position where it's like you can't meddle with the Lord's business. First of all, like when he got something, you got some punishments he raining down. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Nor should you even try.
Right.
Let the Lord do what he do. You understand? Because the Bible says, I am he. What do you say? I am he. He said, I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. The Most High know what he's doing. But I use an even better situation, a scenario. Say, for instance, you know what I'm saying, you about to go to the gym with the brothers. You finna hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? You tell your real babe, baby, I'm finna go to the gym real quick. You go with the brothers, you know what I'm saying? We might chill and drink. We might go back to the spot and chill and drink for a little bit, then I'll be home. Well, guess what? She all curious, she all in this phone or going through the stuff and looking for a reason to have a problem. And now she, in her mind, now he ain't going to go chill with his boys. He out with some woman. He doing this, you understand what I'm saying? An evil suspicion had overthrown her judgment. Now she doing something crazy. Now she done got her clothes and she putting his clothes in a pile, burning his clothes, putting bleach on him, throwing him outside. And just because she feel like he going to go mess with another woman. That's what this is talking. That's a good example of what this is talking about. In an overall sense, it means, you know what I'm saying, mind your business. It says, be not curious in unnecessary matters. So in all, man, just stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be you as a man, you as a sister, just stay in your lane. You understand? The next breakdown, you want to, what happened to the microphone? Pass the microphone. You ask your question out loud in class. That way, those who are online, they can hear it.
I just needed a breakdown on Hebrews 13 and 17 and then Matthew 7 and 12.
Hebrews 13 and 17. We're going to get to Matthew 7 and 13. Because for time's sake, let me see. Is it 7? What I had you get around?
7 and 12.
7 and 12, yeah, for time's sake. I'm not sure if I can do that Hebrews one. I'll check it out, though, real quick. Get that Matthew 7 and 12 real quick, though.
No sweat.
You said Hebrews what?
13, 17.
Check it out real quick. Go ahead and read, though, Ron.
No sweat, sir. Come on. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 12. Therefore, all these things, whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophets.
Okay. So what's the exact you need a breakdown, like what is your what are you trying to gain understanding on as far as the course this verse?
Well, basically, I was raised.
What a microphone, y'all? Yeah, you might want to keep the mic. No sweat.
The way that I was raised was basically you treat everybody the way that you want to be treated.
Say that again to the mic. I'm sorry. It was going in and out, I think.
The way that I was raised was basically you treat everybody, meaning all nations, the way that you want to be treated. Okay. So now this is a scripture that Christians, she's saying in the church or whatnot. Am I correct? Like in the church, right? They teaching in the church that this is a scripture that they would use for everybody to treat everybody how they want to be treated. Like, like the golden rule, treat those how you want to be treated. But we know this is not talking about everybody, right? Who is this talking about in this verse? Anybody? Go ahead, Yeshai.
Israelite.
Talking about Israelite. You're talking about brothers. Go up to, I'm gonna say a few verses. Go up, start at verse 1 real quick and start reading down.
Come, sir. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 1. Judge not, that ye be not judged.
What is that term? First of all, let's address that. What that's talking about? Anybody? Go ahead, Sean.
It means like don't punish them.
Right. Don't carry out, like judgment is punishment. So it's saying judge not, let ye be judged, meaning you can't punish somebody for something, because guess what? You gonna have to be punished too. It's the same, like you can't carry out judgment and not expect judgment to be carried out on you. You understand? Keep reading.
Come, verse 2. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged.
Mm-hmm.
And with what measure ye meet.
So for whatever judgment that you carrying out on others, you're gonna be judged by that same, you're gonna be judged by that same measure of judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to understand that we can't expect it don't work. It's not a one-way street. You understand what I'm saying? The way you do something, you can't expect it to be carried out on you if you commit the same issues. You know what I'm saying? You have the same type of issues. You can't expect you not to be judged in the same manner in which you're trying to judge those who are transgressing. You understand what I'm saying? Go down to verse 3.
Come, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye?
In whose eye?
Thy brother's eye.
Not in anybody's eye.
Thy brother's eye.
No, the white man on the bus, his eye.
In thy brother's eye.
So we know that Christ is talking about us, our brethren, not everybody. You know what I'm saying? He says, and why beholdest thou mote that is in thy brother's eye? Meaning your people, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Christ only taught brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Christ didn't deal with, see, when we realize, when we understand who is he teaching, because even Christ said that he is not sent but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right. You understand? So once we understand the dynamic and demographic of people that he was talking to, which is his own people by flesh, which are Israelites, you know what I'm saying? Then we could understand when you go down to verse 12. When we go to verse 12, we could understand that he's still talking about the same demographic of people. You understand? Okay, so now let's go back to 12.
There's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 12. Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them.
So, and it says what now?
Therefore, all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them. For this is the law and the prophet.
This is the what?
Law and the prophet.
Who was the law given to? Go ahead.
Israel.
Right. The law was given to the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the children of Israel. So this is what he's talking about. This is the law. He couldn't be talking about all people because everybody don't fall under the law. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is not being taught the law. So that's just what Christians don't read. They don't understand the Bible. They read certain parts and they feel like it pertains to everybody. They not only do they feel like it, they just want it to. Like Christians just love, they just some kumbaya singing, hold hands with white people. Hey, I love everybody. We all in the big melting pot together, suffering together when we really not. The white man is on top. We at the bottom right now. Right. When it's supposed to be the other way around. What's the precept showing that this is not talking about everybody and that we are not supposed to treat it like there's no equality for one, and also that what's the scripture? This should kill it all in one, where we are not equal to other nations. I know y'all know it. It's in Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 28.
That's right. Get it. Get it from me. This right here show you that we are not equal to other nations. Christian church is gonna preach equality for other nations. That's what Martin Luther King did too. You know what I'm saying? And Martin Luther King later on turned around and said that he feared he has integrated us into a burning house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the integration stuff was the worst thing that could ever happen to us as a people. Go ahead and read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
For thou art a holy people.
It says, for thou art a separate people unto the Lord. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Uh-huh.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people.
The Lord chose us to be a special people. Go ahead.
Unto himself.
Unto himself.
Above all people.
Equal to all people.
Above all people.
No, we see eye to eye, man. They my brethren.
Above all people.
Above all people on the face of the earth, right? You understand what I'm saying? So you got that understanding, lesson? So that go to show you the Christian churches don't know what they're talking about, you know, and it's you know, it's crazy because I mean, with this truth being out here like that, I really don't see how these churches are still even existing. I mean, it's just a damn shame people can see the truth in their face. You know what I'm saying? The truth is right there in their face. If it was a snake, it'd be them bitter. It's right in your face, and you still going your Christian behind in the churches. You understand what I'm saying? Then had the nerve to try to be the first one to try to talk about R. Kelly when the molestation is going on in the church. You understand what I'm saying? We got to understand something, man. You know, the white man preaches equality. Why do the white man, and it's good as it goes into the lesson. Why do the white man preach equality? Go ahead.
Because he wants us to forgive him and tell him that it's okay that he has raped, robbed, and murdered our people over these thousands of years.
Right.
And he don't want us to come together and to actually do what we need to do to be the holy people on top of him.
Right, that's damn right. Give me a hand. That's an excellent answer. They know what's coming to them. They know that they are the vile people on this earth. They know that they don't have no culture. They steal everything. They rape, rob, and murder everywhere they go. They know that they belong on the bottom. They know this. You know what I'm saying? When you're at camp, you see it all the time, really. You know what I'm saying? White man will come up and tell you that he know he the devil. And he know that he's supposed to be on the bottom. And they come and bow down before the prophets of the Lord and kiss the boots because they know where they belong. You understand what I'm saying? That's prophecy. You know, so they try to preach this equality crap because they know that's the only way. If they can get you mentally, that's the only stronghold they can have on you because physically we're stronger people. Mentally, we're strong. Like we are the salt of the earth. Everything we do surpasses anything that they can do.
Right.
They would have to go through like black men. When I say black, I'm talking about Negro, Hispanic, and Native American. We have natural muscle definition that if we only just try to do, you know what I'm saying, tap into, we are automatically strong naturally. The white man got to go take steroids and spend countless hours at the gym. You know what I'm saying? To try to match our strength that we naturally have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just imagine when brothers do work out. You know what I'm saying? That's why we run faster. That's why we jump higher. That's why we have the coordination to shoot a basketball into a small hoop at a good rate. That's why we can jump over the backboard. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everything we do it better. So we got to understand. That's why, like in the NBA, that's why you think you don't see, like, very rarely you'll see a white boy that's somewhat athletic. Most of the time, white boys just settle for just shooting jumpers. They stay in the gym like for 3 days straight, just shooting jumpers because they know that that's the only thing that they could probably get good at. Right. That's why you see the Kyle Korvers and stuff be high 3-point percentage shooters because that's all they can do. Right. You slow as hell. You can't do nothing else. You can't really play no defense. You really ain't, you know what I'm saying? You compared to Michael Jordan, you really ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you gonna prefer? Who you prefer to have, Steve Kerr or Michael Jordan? Who you prefer, Kyle Korver or LeBron? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really no comparison. So we got to understand, man, that's why they preaching equality. They want Kyle Korver to be on the same level, you know what I'm saying, on a mental and physical aspect in your mind, but in reality, we know that they're not. Now, in this kingdom, they are above us. It's not why they not preaching equality in their kingdom though. When it comes to their kingdom, why they not preaching equality down in on Wall Street, in the stock markets, in the White House? Why they not preaching equality? Like, where's the equality there? We ain't no equality. They over everything. They own everything. They on top of everything. You understand? We are below. We in poverty. We in the ghettos. We don't. Even the richest black man on the earth is not even, in their eyes, greater than the poorest white man on the corner begging you for a little change. In their eyes, that's their brother. It's gonna be all right, brother. You know what I mean? Like, that's their brother. They look at him like he better than Dr. Dre. And Dr. Dre, one of the richest black men in America. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Their mindset is, and when I say nigga, I mean Black, Hispanic, and Native American.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they can keep a nigga thinking that he's a nigga,
mm-hmm.
they'll always win. That's
right.
their mindset as the white folks.
Now, I want to say you need to know you're a nigga. I want to say the reason why I say that is because some of these Negroes don't even understand the concept of no matter how much money you got, you are still a nigga.
Right.
And you need to understand that and stop trying to put yourself above your people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the aspect of the white man, yeah, I know what you're saying. In the global aspect, they feel like what the scriptures say, they'll put a yoke upon our neck until they have destroyed thee. You understand what I'm saying? Now we already destroyed mentally, psychologically. So they don't have to do it now. They gonna flex their power and their muscle by owning the banking system, owning this, owning that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they're gonna flex. Look at what Donald Trump is doing right now. He's flexing his muscle right now. Walking out of congressional meetings and putting the government on shutdown, got everybody in a social media frenzy, right. Talking about, oh, my taxes, oh, my school returns, oh, this, oh, that. He's flexing his authority over what? A damn wall. He's trying to keep our people out of a land that belongs to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he's doing. That's how he destroyed you. But guess what? If we knew we was those special people that the Lord has chosen and we come together, then guess what? No matter what he's doing, we don't care. Because in I.S.U.P.K, we don't care what Trump is doing. Because we understand we're part of that small group of people that know we niggas and understand that, you know what I'm saying, what we are, and understand that we're special people to the Lord. Right. But for those that's on the outside, they need to know that they niggas. And they need to come into this truth. You understand what I'm saying? And help their people, man. So with that being said, man, that's why the white man preaches equality. That's why the white man teaches the black pastors when they go to these seminary schools to preach equality. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from what the slave master did to the house niggas. It's no different. They take the pastors, put them through school. Why do you even have to go to school? Why do you have to go to a seminary school to learn the Bible? This is our book. How you gonna go to a school that a white man teaching you, a white man curriculum to learn our book? Go ahead.
My father went through a seminary school, so I can tell you exactly why they feel like they need to go through a seminary school just to be a pastor. They feel like if they go through the seminary school and get that degree, because it's an actual degree that they get from that. Mm-hmm. So they feel like once they get that degree, it's just like why they want us to go to college and act like without a college degree, we can't do nothing. Mm-hmm. They want us to get that degree. So first of all, that they know, all right, he's not gonna be out here switching up what we talk.
Exactly.
He's gonna teach what we talk.
Right.
And second of all, when he go back to his neighborhood in the ghetto, then he gonna teach all his fellow Negroes that we need to serve the white man,
right.
Love the white man,
right.
Do as the white man does.
That is the exact same thing that the white man that they've been doing it since the slave plantations.
Right.
Go ahead.
What they're doing is when they go to this theology school, they're pretty much teaching them doctrine. Right. It's not the truth. It's just teaching different doctrines and different religions. That's why it never ties into what it actually says. You're just teaching somebody their belief system. Mm-hmm. So that's why when you go to a biblical college, they got one section is Catholic, one section is Baptist, one section is Protestant. It's just different types of denominations in one building teaching you different doctrines. If it was all one body, one mind type thing, it'll just be just like how Paul had it, different cities teaching the same exact thing, just like how the UPKH has it.
Right.
Different cities, different schools, but we all under one banner.
Plug this computer up. Go ahead. Select. You was done on that? Yeah, to piggyback off what Officer Monte said, man, what he's saying is exactly right. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to, their goal is, but you know, that goal ties into what the white man goal is, division. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one body. You're supposed to be teaching the same doctrine. One body, like what they say, one band, one sound.
Right.
It's one doctor and one body. You know what I'm saying? But they want to teach you all different denominations to try to, you know, keep us further divided, man. And that's the whole point. Like I said, they're trying to teach, and like I said, it's no different from what the white man was doing on the slave plantations. When he'll get the house nigga, which will be these modern day pastors, he get the house nigga to teach their doctrine. Like he said, it's a doctrine that they teaching. It's an agenda that they pushing. They getting these black pastors, and the cold part about it is these black pastors, this day and age, know what it is. But guess what? What is the difference between these black pastors now and your Nat Turners per se? Go ahead.
Money.
Damn right. Good man. That's exactly the difference. Because guess what? Nat Turner, at that time, he was a slave. So he wasn't getting money for reading to his people. You know what I'm saying? He would just get a non-ass whooping for the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't get his back beat for the day if he do it. Now, guess what? After a while, he started weighing his options. Like, you know what, man? This non-whooping is not worth me teaching my people, because I know what I'm reading here. This is showing me that we're these people that's gonna rule over these people that's oppressing us right now. You know what I'm saying? And so what he teaching me ain't right. Something don't add up. You know what I'm saying? The same people that it say he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's when the roles were reversed. But guess what? The pastors of today, they're not gonna do that because money. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? The love of money. Like, the fact that these pastors love that green so much, they are willing to sell you under the river, man. They are willing to not teach you the truth according to this Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because they want your money. Why on earth would a pastor teach division? Even if it's an all-black church. Because you got some so-called pastors that try to call themselves somewhat conscious and try to, you know, go be this pro-black pastor. But guess what? They still gonna tell you that you could be grafted in. You could do this and you could do, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta follow. If you gonna come into the black church, you gotta be black. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in with that white stuff, but you still allowing it. You still allowing integration when that's against the Bible. The Bible is all about segregation. It's all about segregating the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans from all other nations.
Right.
Period. Show me anywhere in the Bible where it talk about if all the nations coming together. It's nowhere. It's always been wars and stuff amongst the nations. Always. So that's the difference between your pastors now and then. So you got that Job 9:24.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
We got to understand something, man. The white man, the reason why the white man is in rulership right now is because the earth was given to them. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's why you got these damn dumb Negroes sitting on the couch and ain't doing nothing, hiding behind a keyboard, talking about this the white man book and this and that, because the white man is in power right now. So naturally that's giving them too much power. Oh, that's a white man book. You at home giving the white man more power than the Most High. When you got priests and prophets of the Lord telling you, no, this is a black man's book. It's not a white man's book. You giving that white man power. No, it's a white man's book. He don't got that much power. The only power he got is what the Lord allows him to have. You understand what I'm saying? He don't got that much power, man. He don't have no power outside of Shalom. He don't have no power outside of what the Lord allows him to have. So what we got to understand is this power that you giving him, talking about this a white man book, you try to put him on the level of like the Most High. And that's a no-no, period. That's just like trying to say Satan is, you know what I'm saying, the Most High's enemy when he worked for the Most High. He is a servant to the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? Nowhere, they on two different plateaus by a long shot. You understand? Keep reading.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
That's why you gonna think that this is a white man's book. Because guess what? Everywhere you go, you see whitewashed images of the priests and prophets of this Bible. Christ. You going to the church, mainly in any Presbyterian, any Catholic, any Lutheran, any, you know what I'm saying? Like most Baptists, most Seventh-day Adventists, but some, very few of them would just maybe either not have a depiction of Christ on the cross, or they'll have. I really never seen a black Jesus on the cross. Like, I honestly, just really going back thinking about it, I never walked into any church, even the churches in the hood that claimed that they was black churches, or predominantly black churches. I still never seen a black Jesus on the cross. I'm just saying he don't belong just on the cross anyway, because that's making a mockery of him. But I'm just saying, I still never seen nobody go to that length to say, even though the Bible says, you know, as if they burnt in the furnace, like bronze, as if they burnt in the furnace, knowing he black as hell. We black people, we know if you burn something, it's gonna be black. You burn stuff a lot. I mean, I'm just saying, I done burnt a lot of stuff in my life, you know, and it's black as hell. So we gotta understand something, man. Everywhere you go, you see a depiction of the prophets as white. You understand, Sly? So you wanna come. You see a depiction of these white prophets. So guess what? That's a white man book. This is a white. That stuff y'all talking about, man. The white man gave y'all this. The white man gave y'all that. That's because he covered the faces of the judges thereof. You understand what I'm saying? Sly, sir. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay, come. Yes, sir. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. You had something you say?
Job 9:24.
You understand? It say he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Go ahead.
If not, where and who is he?
Okay, so if the white man ain't the wicked man on this earth, the white man not the devil, then where and who is he then? Show me who is a more vile man on this earth. Who is a more vile and wicked man on this earth than the white man? Please do, show me. This is what the Bible's saying. This ain't my word. It's saying where and who is he then? If it ain't the white man, who is it? It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who runs the earth right now? Right. It's that plain and simple. Right. Who runs the earth? Who controls everything? The white man. So if the white man is not this wicked man on the earth, then where and who is he then? Show me. Were you gonna say the black man? How? When the black man, yeah, you can put up the numbers. Put the black murders of the statistic of the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans crime versus the white man's crime from the beginning of time. And the numbers are going to be staggering. And it's going to be one-sided. And it's crazy because I know you hear the numbers in America where a lot of black crime is committed. And you hear the numbers in, like, you talking high thousands every year. But we talking millions and billions on the white man's side. You understand? It's no comparison. You're talking about 100,000 versus 500 million plus of murders and atrocities that's been committed by the white man. You understand what I'm saying? So it's no comparison. So, and then the crazy part about it is the white man created the justice system to have you further oppressed for these crimes that you committed. But where is the justice for the crimes that they've committed? They might as well build jails and put themselves in it and just throw away the key, because they've committed more crimes on this earth than anybody in anything. You understand what I'm saying? So it says, where and who is he? Show him to me. Drop that if you could and give me Job 12:7. Because we got to understand, man. It says, if not, where and who he? If not, where and who is he? So you can't show me that, because guess what? Even the animals, even the earth will tell you who the white man, you know what I'm saying, who the evil, wicked man on this earth is. The white man will tell you that. Read what you got.
Job 12 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
But ask now the beast.
It say, ask now the beast. Go ahead.
And they shall teach thee.
Uh-huh.
And the fowls of the air, and they shall teach thee.
It says, and they shall tell thee. So you ask the beast, and then they're going to teach you that the white man is the devil. They're going to tell you, because guess what? What's happening to all in danger? Like, why is even species even in danger? Go ahead. That's what they do. The white man is a hunter, a cunning hunter. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
They can't hunt Negroes no more, so they hunt.
Oh man, at a high rate. Go ahead, Shai. Huh? Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? It says, ask the beast, and they shall teach thee. and then ask the fowls of the air. We talking about the birds. They be, I mean, the birds will tell you. You understand what I'm saying? All the pollution and chemtrails in the air and all this stuff going on, they falling out the sky.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Not to mention that they shoot them out the sky too, just for fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to practice their aim. But guess what? If you touch an eagle though, you're going under the jail. You might as well go ahead and get the death penalty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That is a high offense. I don't even want to call it federal. I call that presidential offense. You know what I'm saying? You messing with the states, the nation's bird. Go ahead.
Like it, sir. Also, like a police dog.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Dog, that's like killing a
Oh right. You can't. That's capital murder.
Right.
That's capital murder. No doubt about it. You understand what I'm saying? Anything pertaining to the white man and his beast, it's different when it's hit. It belongs to him. But you know why though? Because they molest their dogs and stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like shooting their partner, like real partner, like their sex partner. You understand what I'm saying? You mess with a dog, a police dog, you didn't mess with their lover. Like, and it's sick. And I mean, I know the sister got the look on her face like, ugh. But that's the truth. You messing with that, why they take it so hard? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand something, man. It said, ask the beast, ask the fowls of the air, and they shall teach you. Go ahead.
Verse 8, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee.
You speak to the earth, man. You look at what they doing to they snatching up trees right out the ground.
Right.
They building this, you know, in houses and different businesses on top of all this that used to be the earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just they killing everything, all the plants and things that essential, you know what I'm saying, nutrients of the ground, the oil, what they doing to the oils, the oil field and stuff, they polluting everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we have laws when it comes down to the agriculture. What the law pertaining to that? You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing, but after 7 years, we got to give the earth rest.
Right.
So that it can gain its nutrients back. Guess what? The white man, you think they gonna put their own artificial nutrients in the ground so that they can grow some more stuff, shoot it up with GMO, and then sell it to you. That's why it's a lot of GMO foods. A lot of people don't know is because guess what? They didn't suck the earth dry of its natural nutrients. So now they gotta be in the lab creating stuff. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out, okay, well, how can I make this corn ain't come out as healthy as it could have been. Well, if you leave the land alone for a little time, then they will come back out, you know, healthy and big and stuff. That's why you got the little apples looking like they grape. You know what I'm saying? So you do something in the lab and now you got a full apple, but it's full of GMO. The white man is the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand that. If not, who is he then?
Right.
Keep going.
And the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee.
Like the brother was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like the priest officer Yeshua was saying. Look at the sea, man. Look at the BP oil spill. You talking about millions of fish. You know what I'm saying? And it happens all the time. They got the oil rigs right in the middle of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like it's horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? Water can't be filtered properly. You got all that stuff in it. Look at what what's the Flint, Michigan going through. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's just disgusting, man. Look at what happened to the Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? They infiltrate the little bit of land that they did give them. They infiltrated and built a pipeline on it. Then the pipeline busts, destroying all. Like I mean, good night. Go ahead.
This is how you know that we are the chosen people going through these curses. Because you look at Flint, Michigan, and how they need water and how they still suffering off of years of going through this problem. But then you got Americans, they'll fly to Africa. They'll go to these different countries and build well waters for them. How come they ain't build well water for Michigan? You got Oprah building schools, building line systems, building electricity and all that type of stuff in those foreign countries. But when it comes to her people that's living in the land that she lives on, or other entertainers, they just forget about them. I'm going over here to people that's not even my people and start doing for them. That is just that's just some serious self-hatred of your own people type thing.
Good night, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, we got to understand that, man. So before we get up here and try to speak about black people issues openly, let's you know, let's talk about the source. Let's talk about the white man and what he brought to, like, he taught us all those vile and disgusting things that we do. That's their culture. That's their nature. That's not our nature. We have our laws. Our laws is right here in this Bible. All we got to do is follow it. If we follow this, then we ain't gonna have to worry about, like, I'm just, you know, I have to keep harping on this because I mean, going on social media, I just see all these, you know, especially in this situation where R. Kelly, a lot of sisters, you know what I'm saying? You upset and you this and that, but I don't see you in I don't see you in class. I don't see you tuning in on I.S.U.P.K. You so upset, you don't want this stuff happening. Come to class. Bring your people. Bring everybody you know to, because this is where it's gonna stop. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
This whole R. Kelly scandal is just like the Bill Cosby scandal.
Mm-hmm.
The R. Kelly scandal is blindsiding everybody in this nation from the fact that Donald Trump is cutting off every natural resources that everybody needs, like food stamps. The TRS agents ain't getting paid because
TSA. No sweat.
But they're not getting paid because he wants the wall bill.
Mm-hmm.
So they're using R. Kelly to overshadow the fact that Donald Trump is shutting down all the government.
Mm-hmm. Now, to add to that, that's true. But you gotta understand, it ain't even just to shy away from what Donald Trump is doing. It's to keep you further. Listen, like we brought the scripture out earlier. They have put a yoke upon your neck until they have destroyed thee.
Right.
They don't have to put the yoke upon your neck anymore because guess what? Now they got social media. Anything that they want to push that can be viral, that they want to be viral, will be viral.
Right.
You understand? All they got to do is make it a trending topic, and everybody gonna pick up on it. It's gonna pop up on everybody's timeline, and everybody's gonna be talking about it.
Right.
What we got to understand is it is definitely to distract us, not just for Donald Trump, but for everything else going on in the world. We see what's going on in the world. If you go, like, in the I.S.U.P.K, we know, but for those in the world, you know what's going on in current world events if you tune into Commander General YAHANNA on Mondays. Right. He bring out the best world news that anything better than any other source out here on this earth that can provide. You know what I'm saying? Because we stay up to date on that. We know you can't keep us consumed to this foolery. You know what I'm saying? So they using the R. Kelly situation. They bringing up stuff that we already know. They bringing up stuff that he's already been accused for. It's just resurfacing what they go Lifetime. You make a show about it, and now everybody's talking about it again. This was the same type of frenzy happened back in what was that? Was it 9/4 or something like that? You know what I'm saying? I can't remember, but back in the mid 90s when the first accusations was coming up. So it's nothing different. We know this man has a sexual deviancy problem. But guess what? You may not be able to change R. Kelly, but you can change yourself. Right. We can change ourselves individually. You come into the I.S.U.P.K or the Commander General YAHANNA, then slowly but surely, one by one, we are eliminating the sexual deviancy problem. Right. We're eliminating the molestation problem. We're eliminating the homosexual problem. Right. You know what I'm saying? We are eliminating problems one by one, like easy. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is just come into the truth, man. Nobody gonna beg you though. So instead of being on social media crying, oh, he did this and that, you can't blame them little girls that know what they was doing. That may be true, but how we gonna stop it? Complaining about it is one thing. Stopping it is two different things. How we gonna stop it? And I.S.U.P.K, we don't have to worry about that. Our children not getting molested. Right. I trust my brothers with my kids. I trust my brothers with my wives. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about none of that shit going on. Right. In the black community, that's how it needs to be. But it ain't gonna be like that if we don't come together. If we continue looking for the white man to give us mercy from their oppression that they've given us, then we're gonna continue being destroyed. We don't need to look for mercy from the white man. We need to be looking for mercy from the Most High. Right. You stop giving that white man the power. It's Stockholm Syndrome. This is your oppressor. You going to him for help when he's already put you in a position where you need him. He's already put us in a position where we need and want them for everything. Where we get our clothes from, where we get our food from. We got to pay lights, water, rent. Everything we need as to survive, we got to go to the white man for. They already know that. So going to them, begging, getting on your knees and being a simp is not going to help the problem. You know what I'm saying? We need to come together, man, and understand that they the enemy, and we need to be brotherly to each other, be sisterly to each other, to get us and follow these law, statutes, and commandments. That's what's going to get us out this hell. Give me, if you could, give me Revelation 2 and 9. I think I want to get Revelation 3 and 9 as well. Let me make sure though. Let's see. I know this one too. Go ahead. You got something? Hold on. Okay, no sweat. Is that yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah, read 2. We're gonna go down, start at 9 and then go to 10. Mm-hmm.
Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty.
Stop right there. So for those out here talking about, oh, this is a white man's book, and this and that, this and that. What do you see the white man going through tribulation? What do you see the white man go? It say, I know thy works. Meaning the Most High see what we doing, seeing what we going through.
Right.
This is in red. This is Christ speaking. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. We the ones going through this tribulation. We going through this oppression. We going through this poverty. You know what I'm saying? This is Christ speaking, saying, I know your works. You know what I'm saying? This is in the return. We got to understand this, man. This is in Revelation. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty. Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
But who are rich?
But thou art rich.
So hold on. It says, I know thy works, meaning I know your works. But thou, meaning them, and it's in, if you read in the Bible, it's in the quotation marks. So you know how we black look. Christ was not only was he a black man, he was like the greatest black man that ever walked the earth. He was a hardcore brother. So he making it clear with the quotation marks, letting you know, it says, I know thy works, meaning I know your works and your tribulation and your poverty, but thou, meaning them. But them that are rich, you understand? That's what he's saying. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
So he's saying they rich. I know you going through poverty and tribulations, but they rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. Who on earth is rich, controls the pretty much everything? You know what I'm saying? From the standpoint where they behind the scenes, but they control everything, really. They behind the whole, the banking system and everything. You know what I'm saying? They say they are Jews. Who is that? When you look on the world news, you see these so-called Israelis, which don't mean you're Israelite. It means you were just born in that land. You have citizenship of Israel, the actual physical land, Israel. So that make you an Israeli. Just like if you born in Houston, what are you considered? You're a Houstonian. You understand what I'm saying? If you anywhere, anything, you know what I'm saying? Like you are gonna be like you born in America, you're American, right? So in Israel, you are Israeli if you have citizenship of that in that land. But that don't mean they're Israelites. There's a difference between being Israeli and being an Israelite. Israelites is by blood. It means you're the son of Israel. You understand? Whose name was Jacob and name was changed to Israel. You are a descendant directly from Israel. You understand? That's why we're Israelites. They're not. They're called Israelis. You understand? It's I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, because they are rich. They own everything. The Jews, the so-called, the Jewish people, they own everything. You understand? Keep going.
And are not.
They are not the real Jews. And also, one of y'all give me the precept of Jews. I know y'all know it. Yeah, one of y'all, you should know it for sure. Ron, give me the precept to the Jews, the real color of the Jews. You know it? You know it's what I want? Go. You have something you want to say? Nah, I know. I'm trying to see if he gonna get it from me. I know you know it, sir. It's like it. I got the precept. I just wanted to make sure they was gonna pull it. The water though, sir. Keep it. So they are not the real Jews. You understand what I'm saying? See, that's a good brother right there, man. Excellent brother, man. He's so brotherly. The Most High in Christ. But we know that the white man over there in Israel, like when you grew up, you thought they were the real Jews. You thought the Holocaust consisted of the real Jews being executed. Well, guess what? We know that they are not the Jews. This scripture right here, where Christ is speaking, he say, I know thy works and thy tribulation. Who are going through what in the ghettos of America right now? In the ghettos everywhere. Not just America, scattered over the four corners of the earth. Who's in poverty? Who's being oppressed? You know what I'm saying? Who's going through tribulation? Who's going through the curses? It ain't the real Jews. I mean, it ain't the fake Jews. It ain't the ones that's over there, the Israelis. We know that they're not the Jews, but they're what?
But are the synagogues of Satan.
But are what?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
They're the devil that the Bible speaks of. They are the synagogue of Satan. They're the deceivers on the earth. They lie to us and tell us that they the real Jews when they are not.
Right.
You understand? They are the deceivers on the earth. They are the synagogue of Satan. You understand? Give me 3 more. Go ahead. You got that precept?
That precept that you wanted.
Uh-huh.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourning.
Mm-hmm.
And the gate.
Hold on. It say Judah mourning. Why does it say Judah mourning? Where the word Judah? What is Jew? Somebody answer that for me. Go ahead.
That's the short or the slang for Judah.
That is the word that Jew derived from the word Judah. You get the word Jew because, like you said, that's like slang for saying you're a Jew. You from, you know what I'm saying? You from Judah. Guess what? It's a Judah mourning. Why did Judah mourn? Keep reading.
And the gates thereof language.
Why did Judah mourn?
And the gates thereof language.
What does language mean? Go ahead, Yeshaya. Huh? La. La. You should know language. What does language mean? And the gates thereof, go ahead. There you go. You understand what I'm saying? The gates thereof are weak. What are the gates? We talking about Judah. Remember, the Jew, slang for Judah, short for Judah, the word derived from Judah, meaning the blacks. It says the gates thereof are weak. What are the gates that it's talking about? Go ahead. The leadership, the black leadership in the, you know what I'm saying, in the black community, the so-called black leaders. They were language then, they language now. Well, not the I.S.U.P.K, but you know what I'm saying, to everybody else, these other black leaders, the Reverend Jesse Jacksons, the Martin Luther Kings, the Orgy Mikes, the Malcolm X's, even the Black Panthers, they were weak. You know why? Because they were doing things illegally. They weren't doing things the right way. They want to take up arms against the white man in their own kingdom. They were weak. They failed miserably. They got infiltrated. That's weak, right? If I'm not mistaken, that's a sign of weakness. If you could be infiltrated and being infiltrated, being tore up from the inside out, that means you are weak. In the I.S.U.P.K, you can't infiltrate the I.S.U.P.K. Right. You send, if the white man send a black spy, I'm gonna reiterate what I seen Commander General YAHANNA say one time. You try to send somebody to the I.S.U.P.K because you can't send a white folk. You know, you ain't coming in here, you white. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to send a black man. And you send a black man, guess what? He gonna turn around and come into this truth. You know what I'm saying? You gonna try to send a black man to try to infiltrate. He gonna come into this truth. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be a priest and prophet of the Lord. That's what's going to end up happening. That's what I seen Commander General YAHANNA say, and that is a fact. And if I'm not mistaken, it happened. You know what I'm saying? Not too long ago, it happened with a brother, man. They try to get on the inside and try to send him through here, and guess what? Now he's a priest and officer in the school. You understand what I'm saying? That's how the Most High work, man. You can't infiltrate nothing that's weak. I mean, Salaki, you can't infiltrate nothing that's strong. But those gates, it says the gates thereof language in the black community is weak, man. You look at your Creflo dollars and your, you know, they what they got, they own jets and stuff now off your money. The Christian church has accumulated over $400 billion since the 80s. You You know what I'm saying? This is facts I'm bringing out. You can look it up. You know what I'm saying? The gates there of language. Go ahead.
They are black unto the ground.
They are what?
They are black unto the ground.
Nah, they pale-faced, red-skinned people.
They are black unto the ground.
They are black unto the ground. The real Jews, the Judah mourner, the real Jews, where the word derived from Judah, they black, man. They black unto the ground, not just black. We ain't talking about like this microphone black. It's a black unto the ground, meaning what? Different shades of brown. Black unto the ground, because guess what? The deeper you go in the soil, the darker it get. You got sand. Sand is soil. That's light brown. You know what I'm saying? What about like our Ephraimite brothers and you know what I'm saying? Like Judah, even Negroes, we different shades of brown. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but my you know what I'm saying, my boy Isupk, you know what I'm saying? You'll mistake him for I.S.U.P.K or something, Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? And he Judah. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, sir, if you watching. You know what I'm saying? Most High in Christ, though, but you different shades of brown. That's what that means. But the real Jews are black, period. Not red skin, not translucent skin. They got melanin. You understand? They're black. And the fake Jews, they are of the synagogue of Satan. Read Revelation verse 3 and 9 for me.
Revelations 3 and 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not.
It says, I will make them that are the synagogue of Satan. So we know who this talking about, right? We just established that these are the white men that say they are Jews and are not. It says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not. Go ahead.
But do lie.
They do lie. They say that they the Jews. If you ask a white man right now, you ask them, hey, what's your nationality? What are you? Oh, I'm a Jew. You a Jew? I'm Jewish. Oh, okay, you Jewish. So the ish, you mean like ish, like kind of, sort of, but not quite. You know what I'm saying? You ish. You okay, I got you. So you're not a real Jew, you just Jewish. You understand what I'm saying? They tell you that they the Jews, man. They'll come in front and they'll argue to death, saying that they are Jews. Guess what? They're the synagogue of Satan. You know what I'm saying? They do lie. Go ahead.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship.
Hold on, before you say that. Now, this right here is prophecy. This is how we know who are the fake Jews. It's telling you, like it told you in Revelation 2 and 9, you know what I'm saying, who are the fake Jews. They are the synagogue of Satan, right? Now, this is how we know that they're the fake Jews. I already brought out in Jeremiah 14 and 2 where the real Jews are black. But this is where it says, this is a prophecy. Y'all got to understand. It says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. So not only is Christ telling you who are the Jews, but he says, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. So it's going to be an act that's done to show you, okay, yep, these are the people that the Bible is talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
So now I don't have to, it don't take a rocket scientist to see. You can pull countless videos. It's all up on YouTube, Facebook. You can pull countless videos and see who comes and worship before our feet. Keep reading.
And to know that I have loved thee.
So who do you see in them videos coming before our feet? And now the bulk. Now, don't get me wrong, we get other nations too. But the bulk, meaning 90% of those who come before us and understand, and they'll tell you that they tell you that they the evil people on this earth. They'll tell you that they know that they the devil that the Bible speak of. What do? They get on their knees and they kiss the boots of the prophets, man. That's prophecy. You can't tell me that this Bible ain't real and the Most High ain't real and these scriptures ain't telling the truth, because we live it every single day. We live out these prophecies that come true every single day. So before you come and say this is a white man's book, come into class, man. If you're a Negro, you talking about this a white man's book, that means you just want to continue doing wickedness. It's that simple. You understand what I'm saying? The truth, the facts is right before you. You have to come into this truth, man. Give me Job 30 and 30. Salakia, before you do that, read me verse 10 and 2. I really wanted to get chapter 2, verse 10 and 2, because this is something that this is another thing. We going through the poverty, right? this is to add on to the fact that we know that the fake Jews are the white people. And this is what they doing to us. Read verse 10 right quick.
Revelations chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Again, this is more prophecy. This is more prophecy being fulfilled in the scriptures. For those that try to say, oh, well, this God ain't real, you ain't seen him. I know what this Bible saying. This Bible was written thousands of, you know what I'm saying, at least a few thousand years ago. And I know what it's saying. It was written then and it's happening now. I do know that. Go ahead.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
This is how we know that the white man is the devil. Who owns the prison systems? You can't now. You can try to see. There's one thing about the I.S.U.P.K, man. You can try to come up against us, but you're gonna fail every time. The UPK is undefeated, flawlessly, effortlessly. You understand? It says the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Who controls the prisons? Who runs the prisons? White man. The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's why we say that the white man is the. Who shall cast you into prison?
The devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Who cast us into prison today? Now, who shall cast you into prison?
The devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Now, who cast us into prison today? So, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of? Okay, keep reading.
That ye may be tried.
You're gonna be tried. You're gonna go into prison. You're gonna for sometimes for something you ain't done. You're gonna go to prison. Matter of fact, you're going to prison a lot of times for things you ain't done. Go ahead.
And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
We get thrown in jail all the time. You're gonna be as the days progress, as we get closer and closer, you're gonna be thrown in jail just for saying the white man is the devil, being a priest and prophet of the Lord. But guess what? You're gonna have to endure. It said he that endured to the end, not just he that endured through a couple of trials. He that endured to the end, you understand, shall be saved. So y'all gotta understand, man, the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and this is why we say that, because the Bible says it. We don't do anything outside of the scriptures. We prove all things with the scriptures. You understand? Now give me Job 30 and 30. So now I showed you how the white man is the devil. The earth will tell you that the white man is the devil. The birds, the beasts, the ocean, everything on in the earth itself will tell you. You understand what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna show you how that they whitewash, how did they cover the faces of the judges thereof. Everywhere, like growing up, when you used to watch those 10 Commandment shows and stuff like that around so-called Christmas time, every single person in that movie or cartoon or whatever it was white, portraying these priests and prophets of the Lord. They were white. When you see the Lord's Supper picture all over, wherever you see it at, what color is it? Now you can get a painting that has black figures, but the original Lord's Supper picture that you see posted up on the wall, what color is every single disciple, including Christ, in that photo? White. You understand what I'm saying? The white man has covered the faces of the judges thereof, because these priests and prophets of the Lord, they are black people, and we're gonna bring it out. Somebody has something to say? Anybody have any questions? We too all? Go ahead, read that.
Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
I mean, right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Off the muscle. What did he say?
My skin is black upon me.
Nah, his skin is white. He white.
My skin is black upon me.
We talking about Job. This is a man after the Lord's own heart. We talking about a perfect and upright man. A very, very popular man known throughout, like growing up. You heard about Job. You know who Job was. He's a prominent figure in the Bible. He has his own book in the Bible. Job 30 and 30 says, my skin is black upon me. So he's going through issues right now in his throughout his whole, like, everybody know the story of Job. Everybody should know the story of Job. Job was going through a lot of trials and tribulations. At this time, he going through it. And he looking down at his skin. He like, my skin is, he just writing what he's seeing. My skin is black upon me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Job was a black man. You understand? That's one. We 1 for 1 so far, right? Give me Songs of Solomon 1 and 5. And Ron, give me Daniel 7 and 9. And Ron, give me Daniel 10 and I want to say 5. Go ahead.
Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely.
I am what?
I am black, but comely.
So this is Solomon? He say, I'm what?
I am black, but comely.
What does comely mean? This is how you know this is a black man book right here. So, because you know, we be flexing. You understand what I'm saying? You know, we, as black people, we flex. You know what I'm saying? You know, you be feeling yourself. He say, I am black, but comely. Meaning, like, okay, so you mean tell me you ain't grow up and you ain't go to school and we had what you call ranking. They call it roast now. But we used to rank on each other. And we were like, man, look at that black, you know, that nigga black as hell. Oh, black, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? Solomon say, what?
I am black, but comely.
What does comely mean? Go ahead, Shotty. He say, I'm handsome. So he is flexing. He's saying, I'm black, but I look good. Shoes, yeah, I'm black. I'm black as hell, but yeah, this black man look good. You know, this is a black man. This is what we do. We gonna flex. Because guess who is he flexing for though? Because if anybody know about the Songs of Solomon, what was this about? How many wives did Solomon have? Go ahead, Shai. How many? Oh, Salaki. How many wives did Solomon have? Go ahead. He had 1,000. So we know that this man was a ladies' man. You know what I'm saying? We can all agree, right? That this brother was a ladies' man. He loved the ladies. So guess what? He's saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, baby? I'm black, but shoes, I look good. You know what I'm saying? Like he flexing. Go ahead.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
You had something you wanted to bring out? Each one? Okay, go ahead.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Who is he talking to?
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
So you understand, right? He's saying, I'm black, but I'm comely. Oh, ye daughters of Jerusalem. Meaning, he putting it down. He's spitting his game. He like, yeah, I'm dark. You see that? I'm black as hell, but yeah, you can't say I don't look good. You like that, don't you? You know what I'm saying? He's spitting his game. Y'all know how we do. So we 2 for 2, right? 2 for 2. Let's try to see if we can go 4 for 4. You know what I'm saying? Like Wendy's. So we 2 for 2 right now. Give me Daniel 79. We're gonna get Christ in the Old and New Testament. So this is just gonna count for 1. So it's gonna be 3 for 3 after these 2. Go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down.
Salakia, not that one yet. Give me Daniel, hold that though. Give me Daniel 10, I think it's 10 and 5 first. This is Christ in the Old Testament. Let me make sure right quick. Go ahead.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up my eyes
right,
and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen.
Say clothed in linen. And linen, it ain't talking about that damn, when you see only damn pictures and stuff with Christ in a damn silk sheet robe. You know what I'm saying? Linen just mean his garment, like he was in his garment, man. Go ahead.
Clothed in linen. Whose loins were girded with fine gold of U.P.K.
Now it says his loins. Now we know it's not. We know what loins is. We know loins is talking about what's below the belt for a man's parts or whatever. This is saying his loins because you got to understand what Daniel is visualizing. Daniel is visual. He said, "I looked up." Read from the top again because this is a vision that Daniel sees. Go ahead.
Come.
Start from the top.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lifted up my eyes.
So he looked up, and this is what he's seeing. He's seeing a man in front of him. You understand? He's saying a man. So when he say is loin, keep reading.
Come. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of U.P.K.
Because you got some homosexuals that be trying to talk, they'll try to say, well, what are you talking about his loins for? You know what I'm saying? Because they gay. They just, you know what I'm saying? Salaki, they homosexual. So that they sexual deviants, like R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? They trying to come up with anything to try to say the Bible pertains to this so that it can be sufficient for them to be a homosexual. What it means is he sees Christ with his girdle on. That, like if you see any brother in the UPK with a garment on, they have a girdle around their waist. You understand? Christ had on a golden girdle. You understand? We're going to get to that in Revelation, but Daniel's just looking at, he's seeing his garment, and he's seeing around that area where where your loins are, it's covered, obviously, but it has a golden girdle. That's what he's saying. It's not saying his actual loins. It's saying what he got on over it, his clothing. Go ahead.
Verse 6, his body as was like to burl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire.
His eyes as lamps of fire. Why? Because Christ loved to drink. He loved to drink wine. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no stranger to nobody that he turned water into wine as one of his miracles. So the Pharisees they referred to him as a wine bibber, even though he wasn't a person that get drunk. You know what I'm saying? They referred to him as that because he did like to drink.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So why would you refer to him as a wine bibber? They also refer to him as gluttonous. Why is that? Which is off topic, but why is that? Go ahead. Yeah, but why? Okay, if somebody look at somebody and call them something like that, like you gluttonous, what do they see? They see a big dude. Christ wasn't no little skinny, weak dude. Christ was a big guy. He wasn't no little guy. You know what I'm saying? There's scriptures in the Bible that also describes him as not pleasant to the eyes. Meaning Christ wasn't what you would call this so-called action figure type of person. Christ was somebody that you would talk about in the I.S.U.P.K. Look at him, he bad, he ugly. Then you talking about your king. When you talk about brothers in his truth. You understand? What you gonna say about Christ when he come back? And he fit the description of what you trying to call some of these priests and prophets of the Lord. Then what you gonna say? You ain't gonna say nothing. You gonna get your head chopped off. You understand what I'm saying? So before you fix your mouth to speak about any of the priests and prophets of the Lord, understand that the Bible says your king wasn't too pleasant to the eyes. And that's homosexual anyway. While you sit, if you're a man trying to judge another, look at another man describing his looks, that is homosexual. We need to like break some of these traits. Like I would never look at another man as ugly or attractive. Like that's homosexual. You understand? What you care about that for, man? And some of you sisters that's trying to talk about a brother, you need to get your box in order. You know what I'm saying? Smelling like all that crab, shrimp, and lobster that you eat. You understand? Salakia. Right, Joe's Crab Shack. You know what I'm saying? Like Salakia. You know, smell like abomination unto the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I was watching a video with General Hazayan, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The morning show that we do, you know, that they do. And he was describing, you know what I'm saying, how these sisters breaking these laws and statutes of command. That's why you funky like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you stink. That stink that the scriptures describe, that's why you're going through that, man. But so yeah, man, back on subject. So Christ had the golden girdle on, man. He was fly. Keep going.
And his eyes as a lamp of fire.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. So his eyes as a lamp of fire. I mean, yeah, his eyes are red. Like anybody you know that drink, like that old picture, that old grandpa you had, you know what I'm saying, with the white hair. You know what I'm saying? That he sit on the porch, you know what I'm saying, and just drink his wine. He coming out, eyes red as hell. He been out there for a couple hours drinking with his buddies. He come in the house, he's red, face, beard, white as snow, eyes red as a flame of fire. You understand what I'm saying? That's why Christ's eyes was like a lamp of fire. Go ahead.
And his arms and his feet, like in color to polished brass.
This is why it's important to have precept upon precept, because some fool, you know what I'm saying? I brought out the scripture in Revelation one time. This is a while back. I brought out the scripture in Revelation describing Christ when it says his feet was like unto fine brass. He was like, well, what about the rest of his body? Like, first of all, brother, if your feet is a different color from the rest of your body, something's wrong. You need to go and go to the doctor and figure this out. You understand what I'm saying? Because I look down at my feet, and my feet is the same color as my body. So if your feet different, you might got impetigo or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, excuse my language, but you might need to go and go to the doctor and figure some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Get some eczema lotion or something. You know what I'm saying? But this is why it's important to have precept upon precept. Because guess what? Now we in Daniel. Daniel's seeing the same person, the same vision. You know what I'm saying? He's seeing Christ. And he said his arms and his legs. He said, read it, what it says, his arms and what?
And his arms and his feet, like into color to polished brass.
So now this compared his arms and his feet to the same color. So for those of you New Testament only Christians, or for those of you Old Testament only Israelites, it's in both. You can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can say against it. It says arms and his feet, they're the same color. Now your arms, if your arms and your feet the same color, come on now, you'll be a fool to tell me that the rest of your body don't match your arms and your feet. Now you at this point, you just like a Play-Doh figure or something. Something's really wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? If this don't match, something's wrong. So it says his arms and feet was like what?
And like a color to polished brass.
Like a color to polished brass. If you pull a penny out your pocket, that's gonna be brown. You understand what I'm saying? Now let's go in Revelation to get more in depth on his description. Who had that?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Okay, again, here we go again. So now this is describing how fly he was. See this, there you go again. It's a black man book. You gotta reiterate how fly the garment was, you know what I'm saying? Because we like the style on, you know what I mean? So again, it's the Revelation describing him with his garment. This time it said garment all the way down to the foot. You understand what I'm saying? So he had one of them Passover garments on. He had one of them, you know, once a year, I'm bringing this out, once every few years type of garments, you know what I'm saying? Down to the foot. And about the paps of the girt with a golden girdle, same thing, like around his loin area where you would put a girdle around your waist. It was a golden girdle. You know what I'm saying? We love that gold. We love that. We love to be flashy. You know what I'm saying? Christ was a Negro from the tribe of Judah. He loved to be flashy too. So if you, just in case, the Bible said there's no new thing under the sun. So if you wondering why you so infatuated with gold and diamonds and stuff, it ain't nothing new. This grill in my mouth ain't nothing new. Solomon had a grill. His grill was way fly than mine. He had all types of jewels and rolls. You know what I'm saying? You think you fly, you go to Johnny's. Johnny's can't compare to what Solomon had. He had all types of rubies and gems in his stuff, crushed up. You know what I'm saying? Rolls of jewels. Solomon did that. You know what I'm saying? So in case you understand why you infatuated with jewelry and gold and diamonds and stuff, because we royalty. This is what we are. This is who we are as a people. These priests and prophets of the Bible is no stranger to it either. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Hold on, Salaki, my bad. Finish on Christ.
Verse 14. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
His head and his head were like Salaki, were white like wool.
It said white like wool. So white is the color, wool is the texture. What man on earth has that kind of texture, a color and texture? What white man is synonymous with that color and texture of hair? That's a question, y'all. Go ahead, you say. Black man. So we know Christ was a black man. Keep going.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Again, describing his eyes was a flame of fire. So it letting you know that we talking about the same person, same exact description, different parts of the Bible. So we know that that's talking about Christ. Christ is the black man. So we read it in the Old Testament and the New Testament. So it ain't no getting around it. That's 3 for 3. Now we got one more, then I'm gonna bring out 14 and 2. Give me Daniel 7 and 9. So we got Christ, we got Job, we got Solomon, we got Christ. Now we finna give you the Most High. What you got something to say?
Verse 15 will let you know what Christ's color is.
Oh, go ahead, Salaki. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if it was burnt in a furnace.
As if they burnt in the furnace. So it says his feet like unto fine brass. Again, in Daniel, it said his arms and his feet. In Revelation, it's saying his feet. Now it says if it is like unto brass, right? Like unto fine brass, as if they what?
As it was burnt in a furnace.
Again, it don't take a rocket scientist to know when you burn something, it come out this black. You understand? It come out this black. So I don't care what it is, whether it was brown, even if it was white. I done burned some white bread before, you know, some toast. I put some toast in the oven, left it in there too long, and it came out, it wasn't white no more. It was burnt, and it came out this black. So Christ was a black man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give me Daniel 7:9, and then we're going to get this scripture right here. This is going to be the last couple scriptures we're going to bring.
Daniel.
So right now we 3 for 3 for black folk, right? So now we understand that the white man has covered and changed the color of these prominent people in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Now this is the Most High right here. This is the end all be all conversation of this Bible being a white man book. This Bible is a black man's book. And the Most High, our God, the God of Israel, the living God, he is a black man as well. His son is a black man. He's a black man. Go ahead.
God in one God. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head.
Hold on, go back. It says, read from the top again, Salaki.
God in one God. Verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Okay, hold on. So it says the Ancient of Days. What is that saying when it says the Ancient of Days? Go ahead, Shai.
You gotta be talking about the Most High because he has all the days. He was before the world was even.
Right. He's before. Ancient means old or beforehand, but Ancient of Days would be before the days. This is how we know it's not talking about, because you might have some retarded fool trying to say that it's talking about days, like actual days, the Ancient of the Days, beginning of the days. Like it's trying to say days. How do we know this is not talking about days? It says the Ancient of Days did what?
Did sit.
The Ancient of Days did what?
Did sit.
So we know that whatever this is talking about, it got a butt, because it did sit. You understand? It was on a throne. It did sit. It was sitting somewhere. So it ain't talking about a day. It's talking about a man. Keep going.
God in one God, whose garment was white as snow.
Again, days don't have clothing. It says whose garment was white as snow. When it's saying white as snow, it's just talking about it's pure. It's not talking about the color. It's pure. It says the Ancient of Days did sit, meaning he was sitting. And his garment, meaning in whose garment?
Whose garment was white as
Did it
snow.
say his garment? Go ahead, keep reading.
God in one God, whose garment was white as snow.
Uh-huh.
And the hair of his head.
And the hair of whose head?
Of his head.
Of what?
Of his head.
So now we know that the Ancient of Days is a man, because it says, first of all, it said he did sit. Then it says whose hair? His hairs. So we talking about a man. You understand? Now go ahead.
God in one God, like the pure wool.
Like the pure wool. Again, who on earth other than the black man has pure wool for him? We talking about pure nigger nappy. Who else has that? The black man. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
God in one God. His throne was like the fiery flame. And his wheels as burning fire.
Now, I would be surprised if one of y'all can get this. I ain't talking about, not obviously Shaw. I know you probably know. Obviously, Yeshaya, Trooper Ron, or any of the sisters. I'd be surprised if any one of y'all can get this. When it says, describe that part again.
God in one God. His throne was like a fiery flame. And his wheels as burning fire.
And his wheels as burning fire. What does that describe? Go ahead.
So the wheels will be the chariot, sir?
Oh, man, somebody, you must have given him a hand, man. Somebody, you've been doing some studying, man. Most High in Christ. That's exactly what that is. He's sitting on his chariot, man. This is the Most High sitting. He's sitting big. He in the lap. You know what I'm saying? It's the chariot. It said his wheels. You know what I'm saying? We know a chariot look like it's a wheel within a wheel. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it's talking about, man. So we 4 for 4, man. We described Job, we described Solomon, we described Christ, and we described the Most High himself. And they all black. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
So if Christ was a white man, right? Why did the angel appear before Joseph and told him to flee into Egypt? A place where none of the black skinned people.
Right.
If he was
Right. And then that's a fact. And you know what I'm saying? And exactly. And also you can link that with the siege of Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? In 70 AD, us Israelites fled into West Africa, fleeing Roman persecution. Why? Because we got to blend in. That's the only way we was going to be able to make it, because we had to go to a people that look like us. If we go into the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, we're going to go get Ham real quick. And I'm only pulling Ham because it'll kind of give a background on like just the dark races, period. Go ahead.
Also, the guard, the prison mistake Paul as an Egyptian as well.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely heavy precepts. You know what I'm saying? Because like you can pull out as many as it's all throughout the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Showing that we are black people. You know what I'm saying? If you go in the pyramids, like they try to say that when even the so-called Pan-Africanists or whatever, they'll go and show you where we are on the pyramids and in the glyphs and stuff. Like they'll show us, those people that's built, like doing stuff and building, that's us. We was in Egypt at that time, you know what I'm saying? Building these things. Like they are dark people on that pyramid. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, there's no way to get around it. And then you can see even on in the drawings, you can see the wool, like they'll have like the hair like be woolly, and you can see waves, and you can see, you know what I'm saying? Like they're describing us as a people. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Read that though. Ham.
This is the Compact Zondervan Bible Dictionary.
Uh-huh.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
He became the progenitor of what?
The dark races.
But
not the Negro.
Okay, so that lets you know that Ham was the progenitor of the dark races, but not the Negroes, who also is a dark race. You know what I'm saying? We actually come from Shem. So you got Ham and Shem. They were brothers. They both Noah's son. But Ham is a progenitor of the dark races that are not the Negroes. So, because if the Negroes wasn't black people, then it wouldn't have not the Negroes in it. You know what I'm saying? So that just gives you a background of us being black people, but we come from Noah. We all, you got to understand, after the flood, only Noah and only 8 people survived the flood. So post-flood, this is how the world was repopulated. You understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring that out. So give me Isaiah. So now we 4 for 4 like Wendy's. So we tawab on that, right? We understand that the white man is the devil. The white man has brainwashed to believe all these prominent figures are white people when they are not. And let me ask you this before we read that. Why is it important for the white man to portray Christ himself as a white man? Can anybody answer me? I'd be surprised if you get the answer that I'm looking for. Go ahead.
Because the black people know that they whoever died for them, which is Christ, if they Christ died for them, the black man, they would follow.
They were what?
They would follow. They would come into understanding of who they are. More so,
the reason why white people put Christ, our king, as a white man is to further keep you under submission, keep you further oppressed. Because if you're looking at your king that's going to come save you as a white man, you're going to look at the white man that's walking around today as somebody of that magnitude. You're going to see them in that light. You know what I'm saying? The same people that you see at work that's over, because they already over you. Think about it. These men already oppress us. So if we're looking for a king to save us that's going to be their color, naturally we're going to be under their submission and under their rulership. Willingly. We're going to willingly do whatever they say, because we're going to look at them like, okay, the king is white, they're white, so they must be who's supposed to be over us. They must be, this must be, you know what I'm saying? Like you're looking at it it's like Stockholm syndrome. Like they're better than you. You're going to look at that as them being better than you. When you see Christ as white, because you reading all the good things about what Christ did, you're looking at all the things that he's supposed to do when he come back, and you're like, well, if he's white and these people white, that means they're better than me, because Christ did all of this as a white man. Go ahead.
I mean, it's hard to hate your oppressor when they look like your Lord and Savior. You know, I mean, it was even a special. I mean, this was a while ago, somewhere in the 80s.
Good
when Richard Pryor had a little special. It didn't run too long at all because he was trying to do it under the radar.
Right.
But he went to Egypt and it was doing like a little special. And he went into the pyramids and he was looking at the drawings on the walls and stuff like that. I mean, him being a comedian, he made it trying to look funny. But when he went in there, he was like, hey, these people look like me.
Right.
These people dogs. These people got afros and braids. And while he was doing that, the camera started fading back and they closed the doors and it went black. After that, there was no more episodes of that show. They cut that short because they saw what he was doing. He was showing people that those people that was in Egypt, slaves, they were the same black people in America.
Exactly.
You know, so
that's exactly right, man. Just straight to the point, man. If you see your Lord and Savior, your King to come back to save you as the white man, you automatically, now you under it's like in your eyes, the white man can't do no wrong. They just can't do no wrong. But guess what? If you know that your Lord and Savior is the greatest, not only a black man, but the greatest black man and revolutionary to ever walk the face of this earth, then you're gonna look at your brother and say, you know what? We great people, man. Why we fighting each other? Our Savior gonna come back and save us. He's a black man. Did you see all the things that he did? Did you see the miracles he performed? This is our King. Why are we killing each other? Our King is black. He gonna save us. We gonna get up out of this. You understand what I'm saying? They know that if we do that, we're gonna come together. And then we're gonna come together. And once we come together, follow these laws, statutes, commandments, then that king that they're trying to cover the face of, he's gonna come back. And when he come back, it's gonna be hell to pay for them. Right. We already know that. Because guess what? I'm telling you, we're gonna get those scriptures that I got for you. This is what the white man has in store for them.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
Now, this right here is probably what Nat Turner read before he went on that revolt against those slave masters. He was reading for so long that slaves obey your masters and this and that and all these things that the white man was teaching him. This is what he's supposed to do as a slave to be a good slave. But guess what? He probably read this. What it say again?
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
So he said, you know what? I'm being oppressed right now. He read that he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. Then backed out and read this and was like, man, we shall possess them. So these same people that got us in captivity and I'm a slave, we shall possess them. We're the special people that's going to possess these people. Go ahead.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
So we were their captives. So now we're going to take them captive. Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
They shall do what?
Rule over their oppressors.
Who is our oppressor?
The white man.
The white man. And they shall rule. We shall rule. It says the land of the Israel shall rule over their oppressors, man. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That's just some of it. Keep reading. Salakia, drop down to 21.
Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Do what?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Do what?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
No, we're gonna prepare a big old feast.
Slaughter for his children.
We're gonna have a banquet at the job.
Slaughter for his children.
Slaughter for his children. So all that, there's not all white people are bad, or we can't punish them for what they did to us. Like we can't punish them for the white man gonna come to you. Well, you can't hold me responsible for what my parents did or my great-great-grandparents did. It says prepare slaughter for who?
His children.
For what?
For the iniquities of their fathers.
So guess what? We right now are paying for what our forefathers have done. And we still doing it, obviously. But we are in them curses because of that. We're going through what we're going through because they ain't want to follow the laws. So guess what? They got to pay too. They got to pay for what their fathers have done. I don't care. Ain't no such thing as, not every white man is a bad man. Okay, that's cool, but I ain't got time to try to figure out who bad and who not. You understand what I'm saying? Like, like we like to use the analogy all the time, like with Muhammad Ali. If there's 50 poisonous snakes in the room and 50 non-poisonous, are you gonna try to figure out which ones is non-poisonous? Or what you gonna do? You gonna sit there and just let them bite you and figure out which one is poisonous, which one not? No, you're gonna just separate from those snakes. So guess what? We got to separate from the white man. We ain't got time to try to figure out which one of these white men are good white men and which one of them not. We'll let the Lord decide that. And we'll let whatever vengeance and fate come down on them, we'll let the Lord be the decision of that. But I'm going to do what the Lord say and be a separate people unto him and be a special people unto him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to do. I ain't trying to worry about what, everybody else is doing. I want to be a separate people. I want to be holy. You understand? I'm on the Lord's team. And the Lord's team is a holy team because he's a holy God. Let them people serve their gods. You serve your God. You know what I'm saying? Which is the Most High. Keep reading.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
They are going to pay for what they have done. And one day when we're in our kingdom, we are going to possess the land. And we are going to fill the face with our cities. And it's going to be our kingdom. And guess what? They are going to be the second-class citizens. We are going to be first-class citizens. They're not going to be able to do the things that they're doing now. You understand what I'm saying? We are going to be in rulership. And guess what? Also going to happen. Read Psalms 137-9, and this is going to be my last one. I usually like to end it with this one because I'm pretty sure we all going to be lined up to do this. We should have we should have an event like a carnival event where this is one of the games at the carnival. You understand what I'm saying? This will be real fun. And guess what? Guess what else it'll be? It'll start with the word J. What else this will be? Go ahead. This will be justice. Go ahead. 137-9.
Psalms 137-9. Happy shall he be.
This is why I said it should be a game at a carnival. Because we're gonna be running around the little kids and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a game. You gotta be a certain age, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta be strong enough to hold the baby. You don't want you dropping the baby, killing the baby before you can throw it against the stones. We want the baby to get the impact of the stone and then die. You know what I'm saying? It's a happy shall he be. Go ahead.
That taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone.
We're gonna take their little ones and it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna be so happy. It's a happy shall he be. We're gonna be this is gonna be one of the most happiest days. We're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, at the Passover, and we're gonna have the little event, you know what I'm saying, on the side or whatever. We're gonna be like, you win a prize, throw the baby against the stone, win a prize. You understand? We're gonna have fun. We're gonna do it for sport. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make this a sport. Like, if you can hit that part of the wall right there, that's worth 5 points. You know what I'm saying? The head gotta hit that. So we're gonna wind it up and we just gonna throw it against the stone, man. And we're gonna have fun with happy shall he be. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? You gotta dash the Hamite's head twice. One for selling us to the white man, and 2 for just being funky. Oh man, so like it. Most High Christ. But man, look, with that, man, pay your tithes to the men of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? ISUPK.com is the website. Click the donation link, pay your tithes, or you can give it to the head of your school, whatever, you know what I'm saying, however y'all do it. Make sure y'all hit up www.etsy.com/shop /just laundry products CO. That's www.etsy.com/shop/just products, just laundry products CO. You know what I'm saying? And go get you some good smelling laundry products. Rom, you gonna be doing that? Oh, okay, no sweat. Remember, you know what I'm saying, with the just laundry products, you got some good smelling stuff, man, for all your laundry needs. It's nothing personal, it's just laundry. You know what I'm saying? With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Precinct Officer Ron for the security announcements.
We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if the brother or sister are interested into a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is the commandment, Numbers 18 through 21. Salakia, Numbers 18, 21. And Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means a tenth in Hebrew, Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of the increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department. Priest funds. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation is Purim, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, which will be February 18th and February 19th. Look at the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. If any brother wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves. And those are announcements.
Everybody standing. Sorry, we face the east. We're gonna do the Lord's Prayer. We're gonna do it first in the Hebrew and then in the English. Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Ayah. Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ayah.
Asha. Barataza. Kawa. Ayah. Bashemayim. Nathan. Lanawa. Lakam. Kam. Yawam. Wasalakinaw. Kawawatinaw. Kasalakinaw. Kawawatinaw. Wala'ah. Taba'ayanawa. Balasaiwan. Abab. Hawashaynawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Wahatapara. La'aiwalamyam. Aman.
And now in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us. Our debts. And we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power and the glory. Forever. So be it.
All right. Sorry, we're gonna turn and face the brothers. We're gonna do a courtesy salute. Amadium Shabbat, Amadium Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat Rakadam. That's my time. Sorry, face the sisters. Amadium Shabbat, Amadium Barak, Yahweh Shemal Atah Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat. That's my time. Class dismissed. Hey, go. Hold your peace, y'all.